right. Today I want to talk a little bit about, I guess, Donald Trump and some of the things that he's been saying. I know a lot of people that they really don't want to, I guess, get involved in some of the topics that he brought up, mainly because a lot of people, they are, I guess, it's a lot of people in this country are mainly just status quo people. I mean, they like the party line, whatever the party line you agree to, they generally try to accept it. But Donald Trump, he's bringing up some questions that I guess that he feel that might benefit the country as a whole. Mainly, I guess he feel immigration. I guess he feel immigration, might be a problem. So, that he's bringing up some issues that he feel that might need to be addressed. I think another thing too is like he was talking about immigration, and now he's kind of elaborating, I guess, a little bit on like bringing out probably the reason why he said some of the things he said, because another thing he brought up the other day was that he feels that America is a dumping ground for a lot of the world's problems. Mainly because he's a business guy, and I guess he's kind of he goes to a lot of the meetings, not necessarily meetings, but some of the conferences and that he's privileged to a lot of information that a lot of the elite generally talk about. So he's kind of like, I guess, in the inner circle, and it's a good thing, I guess, he's privileged to all this information. But when some of the people that start talking about this and telling me all this stuff, but once people tell him all this information, they don't necessarily want him to spread it. They're telling him so he would know, but they don't necessarily want him to start, talking about it. It's facing for a lot of think tanks. They might talk about something, and so Donald Trump, he's probably privileged some of the think tanks' information, but they don't necessarily want you to start talking about it outside of their little inner circle. I think the reason why a lot of the think tanks was formed was not necessarily to disseminate information, but mainly was formed so they would know or be privileged. People in their little inner circle will be privileged to information. They don't necessarily want for you to disseminate information like that, especially the status quo people. They're mainly a lot of business people that necessarily need information when they're trying to get involved and do business in a certain country, it would benefit them to be knowledgeable about a certain country. But at the same time, they don't want people in this country talking about it or saying things in a negative way toward another country that they're trying to do business with.